Practice chanters are made out of a couple of different materials. We have the traditional blackwood or wooden practice chanter and the polypenco practice chanter or plastic. Polypenco and plastic being a very durable instrument, very hard to break. The blackwood practice chanter tend to be the higher end and sweeter sounding instruments, but do come with a few warnings. One, to keep it dry, to oil it if it's an unlined practice chanter, and just the care of it's going to be a little different than the polypenco. Some of the maintenance tips that we are looking for when taking care of our practice chanter are fairly basic. After a long play, moisture will build up on the interior of the practice chanter and on the interior of the practice chanter reed. To properly dry out a practice chanter reed, it is sometimes, first off, important to have a couple of reeds so that you can rotate through a practice and just allow a reed to air dry. When you are practicing on with just one reed and you need to dry it out, it is fairly easy. What you want to do is take the reed and blow through the reed seat, blowing all the moisture out of the inside of the reed. Then you can take and just dry off the top edges of the reed. It usually at this point is ready to be played again, and again another 15-20 minutes later you may have to do this procedure again. To dry out the interior of a chanter, if the chanter happens to be a polypenco instrument, just to take a piece of paper towel or a brush and drying out the moisture is all that is required for drying the instrument. When you're done with your practice session, to take the chanter and the reed apart and just leave them on top of a tabletop and allowing them to air dry will be an efficient way to dry them out till the next practice time. Practice chanters are fitted in two different ways. The traditional way is just yellow hemp, which create a snug compression fit that will keep the chanter airtight. The second being, some manufacturers use O-rings to create a fit, and these are virtually maintenance free. On a hemp fitting, it is required every 2, 3, 4 months to replace the hemp that is on the chanter because it will rot from the moisture. So to have a roll of hemp on hand is an important accessory. When you are rehemping your chanter, it's just a matter of hemping the chanter up evenly. Making it so it's not too tight, but it's snug and it's going to hold together.